So before we get into the drama of Gerrit Cole versus Alek Manoah, I have to show you this video. It's breaking. Aaron Judge, look at what he said.
Aaron Judge in San Francisco, what are you doing in the city?
Just visiting some family and friends. That's about it.
Oh yeah, any fun plans?
We got something. Have a good one.
You too.
Yo, can someone please get traded, or can someone sign already? Because the fact that the baseball community is losing their mind over a wink, I mean, honestly, that video, it looked kind of staged. Why was he just standing there? So we're going to go ahead and talk about Alek Manoah versus Gerrit Cole, aka the worst cheater in MLB history. And make sure you guys watch until the end, because we're also going to talk about an update on Cody Bellinger possibly going to the Blue Jays, as well as an update on the 2023 Hall of Fame ballot. So make sure you guys watch until the end. But here's what Alek Manoah had to say about Gerrit Cole on a recent podcast from Serge Ibaka.
Who is the worst cheater in baseball history?
Gerrit Cole.
Gerrit Cole, what he did?
Yeah, he cheated. He used a lot of sticky stuff.
Yeah.
To make his pitches better.
Wow.
And he kind of got called out on it.
Now, if you're unfamiliar with the situation, the reason why Alek Manoah is going after Gerrit Cole is because of this video right here.
And have you ever used spider tack while pitching?
I don't know. I don't know if. I don't quite know how to answer that, to be honest.
I actually have a tub of spider tack, and I've been meaning to make a video on the effects of it. So if you guys want to see that, please let me know. But yeah, all of this beef is over this stuff right here. Now, not gonna lie to you guys, Alek Manoah versus the Yankees has been a thing since April 14th of this year, and even dating back to 2021. So you have Sebi going after Alek Manoah. If you're a lip reader, if John Boy's watching, could you please translate what's going on? So Gerrit Cole, he got out. We know that these two teams, they do not like each other, and I'm not going to say that the Red Sox and the Yankees rivalry is completely over, but the Yankees and the Blue Jays, it's pretty fun. Moving on to a Cody Bellinger rumor, it has been said that Bellinger is wanting a one-year deal because he does not want to be committed to a team past 2023, because he fully believes that he can be 2019 Cody Bellinger all over again. So he wants to sign a cheap deal, perform as peak Belly, and then sign a massive deal going into 2024. And as much as I love Cody Bellinger and I want this to happen, and honestly, what we've seen from him the last few years, how is that going to happen? He's been so bad. Here's an interesting rumor for you guys. The Yankees are now the fourth team to express interest in Jacob Degrom. So if we go back to this intro video of Aaron Judge going to San Francisco, whether it's because he's meeting up with family or, as the rumors are reporting right now, he is currently talking with the Giants about a contract. We don't know if he's going to sign it or not, but this is kind of plan B if Aaron Judge goes to another team. I'm not saying that the Yankees would have a ton of extra money, but they would have money to spend on players like Andrew Benintendi. You could even go for Brandon Nimmo. You could go for Jacob Degrom. So right now, the Yankees are reportedly interested in getting at least the physicals of Jacob Degrom and touching base to see if Jacob would be interested in moving across the subway. Now, let's say that Degrom does leave for the Evil Empire. The Mets right now are trying to fill that void with Justin Verlander. So pretty much what is happening is everyone is crossing their T's and dotting their I's. They're trying to ensure themselves going forward. Like, let's say that the Astros lose Justin Verlander. Well, I've also heard some rumors that the Astros are speaking with Jacob Degrom as well. Like, every team in Texas, they're talking with Jacob Degrom. The Rangers, the Astros. And honestly, if Jacob Degrom goes to the Astros, I might not watch baseball in 2023, straight up. Another rumor that I've been hearing, we have Joey Gallo possibly going to the White Sox. As you guys can see, the White Sox, they were third last in Major League Baseball for right field production. Gavin Sheets, Andrew Vaughn, he had 162 plate appearances. He was pretty solid, but aside from Andrew Vaughn, Gavin Sheets, Pollock, Engel, they were not very good. And speaking of not very good, Joey Gallo hit a .160 in 126 games. He didn't even have a .310 on base percentage like the normal Joey Gallo. But the trend that I've seen with my friend Joey Gallo is he has a good year getting on base and then a bad year. A good year and then a bad year. A good year and then a bad year. So what does that mean? 2023, if the trend continues, should be a bounce back Joey Gallo season where he hits 35 home runs. He has a .330 on base percentage. So if I'm taking the risk on anyone, I'd give Joey Gallo $3 or $4 million. I'd do that easily. Plus, he's still a really good defender. He is a two-time Gold Glover. I feel like Joey Gallo could pop off, especially now that the shift is being banned. So if you guys want to see a full video on the hitters that benefit the most from the shift being banned, let's try and get this to 2,000 likes. Now, one other rumor I want to talk about, Tucker Barnhart, we all know he was a big-time bust for the Tigers. So Wilson Contreras is on the radar for Detroit now. Does that mean Eric Haas is going to be a full-time DH and maybe Miggy is going to get benched more often? Because Eric Haas, he is not the best defensive catcher, but he can play the infield, he can play left field. Does that mean Eric Haas and Akil Baddoo are going to be a platoon in left field going into 2023 and have Wilson as the full-time catcher? I mean, the Tigers at this point, between Javier Baez and Wilson Contreras, they're just kind of becoming the Cubs 2.0. And if their pitching stays healthy, I don't think that the Tigers are going to be as bad as they were this past season. So let me know in the comments if you're a Tigers fan. Do you want Wilson? Do you think that your money is better spent on bullpen depth because you did trade away a couple of your big-time pieces like Michael Fulmer? So what's the plan for Detroit? I have no idea. So to end today's video, I'm going to spend at least 1 or 2 minutes talking about the Hall of Fame ballot, and we do have a few new names, but we're going to go ahead and go player by player. I really like Bobby Abreu. He is one of the more underrated players in baseball history at his peak. He was actually really good both on the bases and with the power. He's probably not going to make it. Neither is Bronson Arroyo. Carlos Beltran, I would vote for. Mark Burley, I'm kind of on the fence. As of right now, I probably would vote for him. Matt Cain, no. R.A. Dickey, no. Ellsbury, no. Ethier, Hardy. Helton, I would. Todd Helton, he was one of my favorite players growing up. I think before I ran into Grady Sizemore, Todd Helton was my favorite player in baseball. Torrey Hunter, probably not going to get enough votes, but I think I would vote for Torrey Hunter. He was an above average hitter in my opinion, and defensively one of the best that you can ever get. And speaking of one of the better defenders, Andrew Jones is a Hall of Famer. Jeff Kent, the reason why he is underlined is the fact that this is his final year on the ballot. So for right now, I have Todd Helton, Andrew Jones, Jeff Kent. Actually, let me take a look at Jeff Kent's stats. I mean, the dude has an almost 60 WAR on Baseball Reference with nearly 400 home runs and a 123 OPS plus as a second baseman. Maybe this is a case of the Hall of Very Good as opposed to the Hall of Fame, but Jeff Kent, Chase Utley, I mean, some of the premier power second basemen of all time. Yeah, I'd give it to Jeff Kent. John Lackey, nope. Even though he was an innings eater, I'm not going to vote for John Lackey. Mike Napoli, Johnny Peralta, Andy Pettit, nope. Manny Ramirez, A-Rod, even though they're really good, the fact that they were each busted 2 separate times for steroids, they're not going to make my ballot. K-Rod, let's take a look at K-Rod. K-Rod in his prime had seasons of 45, 47, 40, 62 saves, 44, 38, and 44 to end his career. I mean, he's got 437 saves. It's going to be tough. I would probably vote for Billy Wagner before I vote for Francisco Rodriguez, aka K-Rod, but he's a 2-time Rolaids reliever of the year. That pretty much just means he was the best relief pitcher in baseball according to the voters. He's a World Series champion, a 6-time All-Star. For right now, I'm on the fence about Francisco Rodriguez. I'm not on the fence about Scott Rowland. He should be in the Hall of Fame. Jimmy Rollins, no. Gary Sheffield, I feel like the Hall of Fame voters are going to hold him out because of the steroid suspicions. Houston Street, no. Omar Vizquel because of off-the-field stuff, no. Billy Wagner, yes. Jared Weaver and Jason Worth, no, I'm not going to vote for them. But guys, that does it for today's update. I'm sorry I did not post over the last few days. There wasn't really much to talk about. So please, baseball gods, give us a trade, give us a signing, something to talk about. Make sure you guys stick around, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you in the next one.